Good day, ladies and gentlemen. So with today's video, now it's going to be a two-part series. The reason being is because of YouTube. Not you, but as in the platform YouTube, okay? Because YouTube is always going through some sort of improvement. And I cannot fully upload the 40-minute video, so it's going to be in two parts. So today's video is for you young people out there. I know, I cannot teach you people at all. I'm sorry for saying you people, but it's you people as in you newcomers, okay? I just want to be specifically clear so you don't take offense to that. So today's video I teamed up with Timothy from Toons Reviews when I was actually in New York State not too long ago. So Tim and I were from the old school. So we decided to talk about the old time reviewers, the old school. So we're going to give you a bit of a history lesson. So hopefully that you like and that you watch. So thank you and let's get into the video.
What's going on, guys? So today's guest, I got the OG himself. Tim's from the channel Toons Reviews. I'm actually here in Buffalo, so Tim, thank you very much for meeting up.
Thanks so much for meeting me.
So you couldn't cross the border because you got a bit of a criminal record.
We don't talk about that.
Sorry.
I mean, or else you're gonna end up like the last guy.
Ah, shit.
We're pretty high up right now.
But Tim actually reached out to me a couple months ago and said, hey, we're not too that far from one another, so yeah. I ended up crossing the border, first time in Buffalo. So you've been doing this for a long time, this YouTube bit.
Yeah.
And so have I, but you've been doing it for 3 years longer than I have.
Mm-hmm.
So today's video is actually going to be a history lesson to the new class. And I can already hear them saying, oh, like you old people are always bitching and complaining about the new generation. You're a millennial, fuck. You're young, but you're old.
Yeah, I got started when I was 18, man, so I was the youngest back then.
Yeah, so you were the baby, but you've seen the change, and so have I.
Yeah.
So today's guy is going to be a word association history lesson on the old school reviewers from 09 to 2013. So anything that's like 14, 15 are not in this video. So I got a lot of names here. It's probably going to be a long ass video. So I'll let you you choose.
We're gonna do this in such a way where I choose it and he reads it because I'm a blind motherfucker and I can't read the handwriting.
Mr. Joe Strikes Again.
Mr. Joe, fun little Australian boy. I actually, on occasion, go back and look and see if he ever makes any new videos.
So you might know more of these people than I do.
Yeah. So Mr. Joe Strikes Again was actually, so I have to take back my previous statement where I was the youngest. I think it was about 2012, 13-ish when he came on the scene. He was probably like all of 12 years old.
He was young at it.
Yeah, and yeah, he kept up with it for like a year, and then he just kind of like came back once in a while for a video here and there, and then, as all teenagers do, they get a more broad life, and that's probably what he's doing, living life.
All right. So, next one for me is, and if you also want to chime in, I'll chime in on some of yours, and I'll chime in as well. Okay, you're gonna have to do this one for me, but because I don't know this guy. Pfalzgreven. His name was Brian.
Oh. Brian, I'm fairly certain, is the guy that Eugene had meant, the Grand Duke.
Okay.
In your interview, do you remember?
Yeah.
Him saying that he wished there was 3 people. So, Pfalzgreven or whatever, he's Danish. He's from Denmark, and he did like maybe 6 or 7 reviews ever, but they were fucking incredible. Like just such in-depth, poetic, whatever. Great guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to answer some of these for me because he's been doing it longer than I have. So.
No, that's cool. All right.
Fragrance Bros.
Fragrance Bros! Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, back when, I watched these guys come on the scene, when there was 3 of them, Jared, Daver, and gosh, I can't remember the other guy's name. But I liked it a lot when it was the 3 of them coming from different perspectives. And I just remember when they were on the scene, like, they had their little notebooks and they're sitting in their chairs and reading off the notebooks and whatever.
I still do that. I generally have my notes like right there, you know.
I don't do that. I memorize everything.
But see, I got the memory of a goldfish, you know. It's also like I'm old, so.
No, I mean I'm not judging him or anything. I'm just saying I've never done that. But yeah, it reminds me of a simpler time when they were on. They added a nice spark when they first started.
Yeah. All right, so my turn. Hopefully, I can answer this one. Not really. Raybans.
Oh,
Raybans. All I could say is that this guy, he was young and he would always do his reviews for the most part in Raybans sunglasses.
Yeah, if all you older reviewers out there are gonna remember this, Beach Sense. Yeah, he had the Beach Sense video where he just did that over and over again with his Ray-Bans on. I can't remember his real name, but he was really cool. The thing that he and I bonded over was our love for Chanel's Egoist. I remember him saying it was like a buried, you uncovered a buried treasure, and he was so right. If you've never tried it, Chanel's Egoist.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's one of my top 10. Beach Sense.
I have a feeling you're probably gonna have to answer more of these, like when it comes to my turn. I might even chime in with this one. CityMessiah, Lewis.
You know, I never really got involved with Lewis.
Okay.
I knew who he was. He obviously he was part of the whatever, the New York City Mafia or whatever. I don't know what they call it.
The smell good. Smell good fellas or something.
Yeah. Man, that's gonna piss me off. The smell. Whatever. The good smells.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, the good smells. He was like the leader, the ringleader at first, I believe, because he had like whatever, all these connections and whatnot. But I really never talked to him.
Okay.
So I don't know too much.
So
about
Lewis, really good guy. He was a joker. He's a clown. So that's all I could really add. Next one, also met him. Next one is going to be Kirill. Kirill, naked unboxings.
Yeah.
Russian, good-looking guy. He always used to say delicious type of shit.
Yeah, Kirill was a really good guy. He and I chatted for quite a bit when I first was on the scene. He came a little bit after me. Really good taste. Original Santal. But I'm friends with him on Facebook now. It looks like he's doing really well for himself.
Good.
But he stopped a long time ago, right?
Yeah, well, no, he came back and then he just kind of realized that it's not as fun as it once was.
Yeah.
All right, so next one for you. And these bags.
I got big hands, too, so it's like, yeah. They're clammy.
All right. Coach Rob 619.
Yeah. Coach Rob 619. You know, I've never met the guy, but I never really cared for his taste. But I thought he had a great bombastic personality. So I wasn't being mean.
No,
I didn't relate to his taste at all, but he had a great presence. He came in a time when I was in a lull. I think it was like 2013 when he started, maybe?
No, he probably like 2012.
2012. I was kind of slowing down a little bit. That was one of my, like, I'm going to be gone for 6 months type deals. So there's a lot of shit that was going on in the community at that time with him and Dell. You remember
Yeah.
Dell? So they came in like the same wave.
Forgot about adding Dell to the bottom note.
Bottom note is, he once told me on camera, by the way, back when I was like 250 fucking boxing, he told me one time, he's like, come box me. I was like, dude, I'll give you my address right now, motherfucker. And,
Coach Rob for me, smooth talker, chilled, confident, ladies man. So.
I really dig his taste too.
Yeah,
I don't have similar taste, but he has good taste.
Hooked up with him when he came to Toronto, and actually a couple months ago when I went to San Diego. All right, so this one here, I don't know much about him, but I know who it is. Patrick Youngblood. He was one of the originators.
Yep.
I wouldn't say like the original, but he was like top 5 guys who were doing this, and then he worked in the industry. But his last video came across as bitter.
What was it?
He just called out like Jeremy and.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he even pushed out content in the last like 10 years.
No, he did something like maybe 3-4 years ago. No, 3 years ago.
Interesting.
He says like, look what the cat dragged in. So it was like a 20-minute rant session. So.
Well, that's unfortunate. Patrick, unfortunately for a lot of you guys, you're not going to see some of these channels because they've been like deleted. Like
some of them have been.
tswetcoff, all those guys. So Patrick was probably there's Cubby, Mark. Do you remember Teresa? Teresa and Brandon used to live stream all the time. They flirt with each other. She's deleted her channel.
No,
so he was in that little realm, and he worked for like Frederick Mall or some shit, if I remember correctly, or Saks maybe.
Yeah, I know he worked for one of the big retailers.
Yeah,
so.
He had good taste. But
all right, next one.
Right, you got one that doesn't want to leave off.
MrTravisDiaz.
I have a really negative connotation with MrTravisDiaz.
Whatever. Speak your piece.
Yeah, I shouldn't. Yeah. I won't air out dirty laundry.
I think I know what it is.
But there's some negative shit that went on with TravisDiaz. But you know, I dig the guy's approach to it. Just like putting the webcam. That was back when you just put a webcam up
or a MacBook.
Yeah, whatever. And that's all I can. I mean, he used to do splits and stuff, but that's where the negative connotation comes in. So.
I know. I heard about that.
Yeah.
All right, me, Joe Anthony, brother, bro. He's chilled, laid back.
Yep.
He likes to think his sarcasm is on point with mine, but sadly, no. One of my closest friends in the community, though. I
dig Joe. He's got a very free spirit.
And Joe is short. Sorry, Joe. Sorry, but it's truth. He's like 5'4", 5'5".
I'm sorry, Joe. I wish I could help you out. I'm 6'1", so I would just be like towering over. But nonetheless, Joe is a great dude.
Yes, very. Okay. Dracdoc.
Yes, he's one of he's one of the guys that I wish I could meet. Back when the Good Smell was all about, and when I met Steven and Igor, he had just started to slow down because he had gotten married and wanted to start his family and all that. But I wish that I had gotten to meet him because he's super chill, and he and I have talked about like anime and manga and stuff together. So I haven't talked about fragrances with him ever, I don't think, but more on a personal level, I think.
Yeah, Cody's a really good guy. One of the OGs. Unfortunately, he's taking like a sabbatical to get his health right, but family man, very articulate. Some people give him shit when he keeps doing this. He gets that
like a nervous
itch on his nose.
Yeah, we all have it. Dude, if people could only see like the outtakes that I've had or you've had, we're all human beings. We all do fucking weird shit.
Alright, so for me, next one. Cubby. Met him. One of the... people say that he's the godfather of the community. He was the very first.
Yeah.
Or Tim Tswetcoff.
Yeah.
No, he was not. I'll show it to you. But it was actually a guy... I think Cubby came out in like 2008. Mm-hmm. There was a guy that did a video in 2007.
Okay.
It was just a quick little like minute video of Kenneth Cole signature. That's it. But Cubby, really nice guy. Unfortunately, he just kind of he lost the bug. So when I met up with him 2 years ago, I didn't really want to speak on fragrances, even though he still has his collection, and just has no interest in doing videos anymore. So.
Yeah, I liked Cubby a lot. He was very supportive when I first started. Mark, not that I'm only putting personal things out there, but Mark actually invited he and I to go to his house to visit him. It never happened, but it was back in a simpler time when everyone was more like, it was like a second family. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, next one for you.
How you holding up, Adam? You learning some history on perfume?
Yeah. theLupeXperience.
Oh boy. I personally have good things to say.
What?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
It's
like not that I have nothing against them. I just thought maybe you.
Here's the thing. I have a very split opinion on it. He's an arrogant bastard, for sure.
Yes, he is.
And he thinks that his taste is better than anyone else's. It just so happens, though, that his taste and my taste are the same. So it's like, well, I just wouldn't approach it that way. Because again, I mean, I come off as being this pretentious asshole, but I really don't care. Like, designer, $18, $5, it smells good, man.
Exactly.
And he's just put a really bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Hi guys, Lupe here from the LupeXperience.
This is your master at work, or whatever the fuck it was in the beginning. Yeah, pretentious asshole. But I liked his taste.
I liked his content. He was actually very well spoken, very well mannered. But yeah, he did have that kind of pompous attitude.
He sold me a couple bottles, I'll be honest. I'm so like he got me to check out things because he just had a way of getting you pumped up.
Alright, so next one for me. There's still a lot to go here, guys. Greggy Boy 76, old timer who has the face for radio and not for YouTube, so doesn't really show his face much on it anyways. But successful businessman because he actually has his
he's got his own
fragrancesamplesuk.com. So Doing very well, very sarcastic. So
I think you're a sexy bastard. I don't know what he's talking about. I really like Greggy Boy. I think he's a wonderful, wonderful reviewer. He was in a wave of like, for some reason I really associate him and Dan together.
okay,
Like Mickers and Greggy, they both have like a very, even though Greggy's a little bit more crude sometimes.
okay.
He has like this inviting warmth about him that really reminds me of Mickers a little bit.
Greg started a couple months before I did.
Yeah.
All right, so next one for you.
Yeah.
Ash 4245.
Oh, jeez. This is sad.
Ashton or whatever.
Ash.
You know Ash Lamale?
Yes, okay. We're talking about the same person.
Yeah,
I was just making sure because the Fragrant Sultan, I think his name was Ash too.
Okay. Wow.
Anyways, so he unfortunately, I mean, I hate to break it to you guys, he passed. He took his own life a few years ago. Really sad. He was a very lonely guy, and that shit sucks. Like, it just sucks. But he has, like, he's notorious for probably still, unless Brad outdid him, the most videos out of anyone. Yeah. It was like 500. No, yeah. But he just wanted to be included.
And I don't think, and a lot of the guys really just made fun of him.
They did, and that's shitty. Like, if you guys want to take the time, go look at Joey Canoli's tribute that he did for him, because it was really sweet.
Yeah.
The guy was a sweetheart, and it sucks that he wasn't included the way that everybody else was.
He was the guy, like, they always made fun of him because he had, like, Down syndrome or some sort of...
he was autistic.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
But he always said Jean-Paul Lamale.
Lamale.
Yeah. So...
But I think a lot of them were in good fun, like bpwool Brad, when he used to say Lamale, he's a very sarcastic humor kind of guy, too. But yeah, that's a shitty one.
Next one for me. Christo. Vitawi Blood or Christo Maves. Very serious, very articulate, very kind of snobbish.
Yeah.
But very serious unless he's on camera with Eugene.
Yeah.
But polar opposite tastes. Really good guy. He's always been good to me. So hopefully I get to meet him. And Christo, if you're watching this, come on, man, just reach out to me. It's just... I did not block you or anything like that, alright? So.
And I would like to second that. Like, I would love to meet Christo and Eugene. Christo has always been... I did a top 10 reviewers a while back that I watched, and he made it at, like, number 4. I've always loved his videos.
And if you were to come to Toronto, you're actually passing through Christo's community before you even hit my community. So, alright?
Well, maybe we can make that happen someday.
Hopefully. Is my writing really that bad?
No, it's blue, right?
Yeah.
I'm colorblind, and blue and white is a really bad combination for me.
All right, easy one. Tim Tswetcoff.
The guy that, like... All right. So, there's the articulate, artistic, whatever side of perfumery, which is what Mark's whole existence was for me in watching fragrance videos. But T. Tswetcoff is really what sold me at first on, like, just blind buying. Like Gucci Pour Homme 2 and, hey guys, like this one right here. The guy just knew how to sell shit to you.
Yes,
you know?
he was also a jewelry seller or jeweler.
Yep, he was a jeweler or whatever. He sold luxury jewelry. But yeah, and unfortunately, I know that the community did some really nice things for him. I remember Katie Puckerick and Mark and maybe a couple other people put in on an artistic bottle. I can't remember which it was. And he just kind of like didn't give a shit that they did that for him.
Yeah, he was one of the very first.
Yeah.
Like in the top 5.
Really liked his, and I remember too, when he was gone for like a year, people were like, Tim died, oh, there's like this huge craze with that.
Then his return video.
Yeah, and then there's no more after that though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just, and that's what left a lot of bad taste in people's mouths though. Alright, so me, Mr. Fabino 1. German kid, I think it was American, but living in Germany.
Oh yes,
True Religion Jeans is all I gotta say.
Kid was stoned out of his mind.
Yes, he was.
When he was on camera.
But his videos were great though.
They were. He'd set it all up and then he'd come sit down in front of you. And
it was awesome. So,
no, I liked him a lot.
I think the first video I got watched was Kenneth Cole RSVP for him.
Platinum Egoist is what I associate him with.
That was exactly.
Yeah. No.
And he'd be like, and he'd sit on his bed like, guys, you know, and he'd always have his bottle held like this.
And he had a cotton mouth.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Jeez, there's like a plethora in here. You guys are. We should have done drunk history. Whatever.
Okay, so Leo Zito, 2004, Brazilian guy.
Oh yes.
Model.
Yep. Was he Portuguese?
Yeah, from Brazil.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. He was only around for a little bit though.
Yeah, I only did like 6-7 videos.
Yeah, I dug him. He was in the game for a little bit, and he was invested in like the Facebook groups when they first started up. But I don't really remember much.
The original pusher of Carolina Herrera's CH-Men.
Yeah, and Diorum Intense, when it was difficult to get here, I remember he offered to send me a bottle because they still were selling like hotcakes down there.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So next one, my turn. Hero, I don't know what his name is.
Yukazuma or whatever.
He was the Jeremy Fragrance of back then. Good-looking guy. He was Hero the Hype from Toronto, so he was definitely a local. I think out of a lot of the people who called it quits, he's one of the most heavily missed.
Yep. I loved his taste. I just didn't like his approach because I'm not about the commercialism of it all.
He was cocky.
Yeah. But from what I saw, he was super chill off camera. But I loved his taste. I mean, you can't deny the kid had wonderful taste, and he was just a couple years older than me. New Harlem and Diorum Intense, I have to thank him for ever finding those two.
Yeah.
So, which are both discontinued. Well, Diorum Intense is back, I guess, but...
Maximilian Heusler.
Maximilian, really interesting guy. He's one of the, what I would consider to be outcasts of the community.
Yeah.
And... I mean, I am too, so it's not even a negative connotation.
I'll chime in with that one, though. And Max, you're going to have to forgive me. But no, like, you can finish what you were going to say.
I really dig... I mean, the guy's got impeccable taste, but he seems like another one of me or a Eugene or whatever, where he's just kind of a prick.
I think, when you said outcast, I think that's by choice. I think he just wants to be left alone.
Exactly. And that's kind of where I'm coming from, too.
Like, I reached out to him a couple of times when I was coming to New York. When I first started going to New York to see the guys, and he said yes, he'd be there. And unfortunately, he never showed, but I understand he just wants to be kind of left alone. So
yeah.
And I'll say something very positive, Max. You might be way too good looking for us to even see. So if he were to show his face, he might break the internet.
Well,
he's just that good looking.
He made it with what the heck was that? 4162 or whatever.
Yeah.
Maxed out. I haven't tried it yet. I probably should because I like to support our fellow reviewers whether I watch your content or not. But yeah, guy's got great taste. I love his reviews.
All right, next one. Oh, that's a long ass video.
That's okay. It'll be easy to edit though.
Brad, bpwool.
Brad, I have a really strong, positive relationship with supporting Brad. Brad is one of the most misunderstood reviewers in the game.
Yeah.
He's got more content than like any of us, or he's up there anyways.
Yeah, he's got the most.
And I think it's because people have this view that you have to spend a lot of time with a fragrance. I honestly share that same view because I don't like to review shit if I've sprayed it twice.
I get it.
But he takes that approach. He's very casual about it, and I like that approach because it takes a whole different kinds of different people to make a community.
Yeah.
We can't all be carbon copies.
No, exactly.
So
I think that he's kind of like maybe pushed aside from a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, again, because and I'm sure you've experienced this too. If you're not spending money, there's this like the negative bullshit.
Yeah.
If you're not spending big money, it's a big dick contest a lot of the time, where it's like, look at my Creed, look at my Bikillian, look at my this, look at my that. I fucking hate that. The commercialism, the big dick contest. Let's just enjoy it. I don't care.
Yeah, I get it. All right.
That was part 1, so I thank you for listening and for watching if you have, but lesson 2 will be on its way, so class dismissed.